Yes, I guess they are. Please go ahead, Aditi.
Okay, thank you, Fledgling. Hello, lovely people. A very good evening to all of you. I'm Aditi, your host for tonight's exciting intellectual adventure. First, let's take a moment to applaud our incredible debaters who have come prepared to dazzle us with their wit and wisdom, and of course, to you, our amazing audience, for being here to make this debate even more special. You all are the life of this evening. Let me introduce my amazing co-host Fledgling. She's here to help me keep things rolling and make sure we are all engaged. The stage is all yours, Fledgling.
Thank you so much, my lovely lady. Hi, everyone. Very good evening to all of you. I'm Fledgling, co-hosting alongside Miss Aditi. Tonight, we're just not here to talk. We are here to spark. Intellectually, of course. Toss around some ideas and see who can keep their cool under the heat of a good debate. So, buckle up, get comfortable, and don't forget to cheer for your favorites because things are about to get interesting.
I have recently joined the group. Now
Miss Aditi?
Yeah, I was just trying to mute him. Sorry. Before we dive into the action, let me walk you through how tonight's debate will unfold. We have got two rounds lined up. Round 1 is solo versus solo. One member of Team A will go head to head with a counterpart from Team B. It's all about presenting strong arguments and making an impact. Are you ready?
Well, I hope they are. Each participant will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to present their arguments, followed by 4 minutes of rebuttals and question and answer. Remember, this is your chance to shine and defend your stance with clarity and confidence.
Once all the solo debates are done, we will move to the polls. One poll will decide the best participant from Team A and another will highlight the best from Team B. The top two from each team will then gear up for round 2. Stay with us, things are just heating up.
For now, Team A will support renting of the house. Yes, that is going to be our topic, renting or owning houses. So for now, Team A will support renting and Team B will support owning houses. And here is a little twist to keep it fair and exciting in round 2. Team A will start supporting owning and Team B will start supporting renting. This format keeps the debate balanced and challenges our participants to think on their feet. Let's get started.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
first round is solo versus solo. Okay, let's get started with a first one-on-one debate from Team A. We have Satya, and from Team B, it's Nikhil. The topic is renting versus owning a house.
Satya from Team A. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to present your thoughts and showcase your perspective. All the very best. The stage is all yours. Your 1 minute and 30 seconds starts now.
Okay. A rejuvenating evening to everyone, fellow participants, opponents, judges, and audience. I'm Satya, and I'm here to represent my team A, and I'm supporting the motion. Renting is better. In this era where urbanization and globalization is becoming more and more prominent, people are required to move to different places for work and job and whatnot. So I believe renting home is flexible, feasible, and most importantly, it's less costly than buying a home. For instance, Government employees are given subsidized quarters wherein they rent, let's say, police quarters, teachers' quarters, so they can't necessarily buy a home. It's not feasible, right? Same goes with foreign students. They come to our country on scholarship called ICCR. So they study here for 3 years, let's say, and they can easily rent rather than buy. It's unnecessary burden because they don't have any for a future generation to inherit, right? Same goes, for example, they students rent PG, they won't buy PG. Same goes for car drivers and middle class family who migrate to different state for work. They need accommodation, so renting is necessity, but buying is a luxury. Moreover, government schemes such as Maulana Azad National Fellowship Scholar gives renting incentives for PhD students, which is a beautiful thing emerged lately. Why I oppose this buying is because of several disadvantages, including maintenance cost, tax issues, additional charges like water bill, current bill, payment. In conclusion, I would say renting is always better for working class people until they can save money to construct their own house, beautiful house. So renting and then construction is a beautiful and ideal society. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Satya. Yeah, go ahead, Lending.
thank you so much, Satya. It was really incredible to hear you. And now over to Nikhil from Team B. Are you there, Nikhil?
Yeah, I'm here. First of all, clear me with my voice tone. Am I audible?
You are perfectly audible, and your 1 minute and 30 seconds begins now.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Let me start with a quote. Real estate is an imperishable asset, ever increasing in value. These words by Russell says highlight the undeniable importance of owning a house in today's world. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed judges. Buying a house is not just a decision, it's a long term investment that secures a financial future. A 2023 survey by Magic Bricks revealed that 62% of Indians consider house ownership essential to achieving financial stability, with most buyers viewing it as the most reliable investment for wealth creation. This trend is driven by rising aspirations for stability and independence, especially among younger generations. Owning a house allows you to build equity while shielding yourself from the unpredictability of rental high spikes. Beyond financial benefits, house ownership grants the ultimate freedom to customize and renovate your living space, from installing solar panels that reduce energy cost by up to 40% to designing interiors that reflect your style. Owning a house offers possibilities renters often lack. Moreover, the real estate in India protects buyers, ensuring timely delivery and quality construction, further solidifying the benefits of owning a house. In conclusion, buying a house is not merely a financial step, but a move towards stability, freedom, and sustainability. It's more than a residence,
Time
it's
is
a
up.
foundation for dreams. Thank
The
you.
time is up, Nikhil. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Nikhil. I must say you spoke with great enthusiasm, which captivated the audience, including me. And finally, thank you so much, Satya, and thank you so much, Nikhil, for representing your thoughts with great clarity and alacrity. Well done. Now we are moving on to the rebuttal and question and answer session. Each debater will have the chance to ask 2 questions to their fellow debater. Starting with the Team A participant, he will ask a question within 15 seconds, and then the participant from Team B will answer in 45 seconds. Later, the Team B participant will ask within 15 seconds, and Team A will answer within 45 seconds. This process will continue until the 4-minute mark. Please be mindful of the time. If you exceed the allotted time, there will be deduction in your marks by the judges. Now, Atithi, would you like to call our speakers?
Yeah, I would like to uh, invite incredible speakers Satya from Team A and Nikhil from Team B. Good luck to both of you. Now the stage is yours. Go ahead. Your time starts now.
Okay. My first question to Nikhil is, government employees like teachers and police officers are given subsidized quarters like police quarters, teachers quarters, which they rent, not buy, until their tenure is over. In this regard, why would you lay financial burden on them by insisting buying a home? Isn't it better to rent? What's your answer on this?
Yeah, my answer on this question is that first of all, if you are a government servant, it does not mean that your entire forefather generations will be in the same sector only. It may happen that your future generations will be in the private sector. For that reason, you need to own a property first of all. That was a wrong comparison, I must say. Now, coming to the logical reasoning, real estate accounts for over 50% of wealth passed down through inheritance in India, according to a 2023 report by Anarok Property Consultants. At the same time, 70% of respondents, I am talking about that study qualification people, 70% of respondents in a study by Knight Frank 2023 said they purchased a home with intention of leaving it as a legacy for their children. So what would you think? Will you not leave anything for your children, or you will start only ask them to have for renting houses, renting accommodation? Now, I have a question for you. Don't worry. I am also coming with some questions. With co-living spaces charging 8,000 to 15,000 per month per person, doesn't renting become even more expensive for families?
Okay, wonderful. First of all, you don't know the difference between owning property and owning house. There's a hell and heaven difference between them. Coming to your question, so it might be costly like 8,000, 10,000, but then if I buy a house, let's say 1 BHK, it will cost 1 crore, for which I have to apply loan, and let's say I have to pay down payment, which is 30 lakhs, and then I have to pay interest, which accounts for 60,000 per month. So which is better? If you get a police job and if you go to Karnataka, a different state, will you buy a house or rent? Obviously, you will rent. We have to write that's prudent. That's the need of an hour. Understand that? My question to you is, according to survey by housing.com, it showed that urban areas like Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore renting has become more popular among millennials and professionals with tangible jobs. In this regard, my question to you is, governments worldwide, including India, provide subsidies and allowance such as HRS, house rent allowance, for rental houses, but there is no subsidy for buying a house. It shows rental is better than buying. Don't you agree?
Oh my God, then you must be not aware of some current affairs. Let me tell you what is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. It has provided subsidies to more than 3 crore families in India. You must be knowing your fact check first of all. Second thing, coming to what you have said. Do you understand the meaning of cost effectiveness in the long run? It's not a liability for you. When you are paying rents, it becomes a liability for you. But when you are paying EMIs or when you are owning something, it becomes an asset for you. Don't you want to have that luxurious lifestyle, or you only want to pay rents for your future children as well? Let me tell you one survey which I have. 60% of homeowners surveyed by SDFC in 2022 feel that house ownership saves money over time. Now, I will come to those cities which you are mentioning in your housing.com data. I do have that data as well. EMIs contribute to building an appreciating asset. But according to Magic Bricks 2023, home ownership becomes cheaper within 15 to 20 years in
You're
tier 1
exceeding
cities
them.
like
Ask a
Mumbai and Bangalore.
question.
No, I am answering your questions only. Maybe you're not understanding the question. It's completely okay. Now I will ask you a question. The question is, how do renters handle the unpredictability of landlords selling their property, leaving tenants to find new accommodations urgently? Please answer this question.
For which they have so-called contract. They will sign a contract, let's say for 3 years, and they will undergo negotiation, and owners will have to agree to all those. So coming back to Pradhan Mantri Yojana, they give for construction, not for buying house. Understand that? And let me give you one more story. According to 2024 rental affordability by Autumn Letter, renting is cheaper in 90% of US markets. For example, in Santa Clara, renting consumes 29% of wages, while owning requires 83. The fact of the matter is, which is more feasible. Understand that? Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt you, Satya and Nikhil. Now time is over.
Okay, please someone mute me. I'm not able to mute myself. There is a glitch.
So it was nice to listening you, Satya and Nikhil.
All right. Thank you so much, both of you, Satya and Nikhil. I must say, both of you were on fire, asking questions and answering it gracefully. It was really incredible to hear both of you. Now it's time to call our second pair. Ram from Team A and Amiko from Team B. Are you guys there?
Yes.
I am.
All right, so both of you are here. So now, Ram, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, all the very best for your introductory speech. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to share your notions and thoughts. So your clock starts now.
Okay, a very sweet evening to everyone. As we all know, people's need evolve with age and circumstances. Imagine being a single student needing just a small home with a study area, then becoming a married couple with children and elders requiring more space and resources, and later an elder whose children has moved abroad. We can clearly notice the evolving housing needs, isn't it? That's why renting a house is a practical and feasible solution. It optimizes resources and aligns with Sustainable Development Goals 11 and 12, sustainable cities and communities, and responsible consumption and production. Moreover, rental housing provides a vast array of facilities, safe spaces for children, supportive elder care, and professional environment for working individuals. It also reduces the homemaker's burden, enabling them to contribute to society and promoting women's empowerment. Similar to Israeli kibbutz community, where dedicated children's spaces and professional environment allowed women to significantly contribute to Israel's economic development. In conclusion, renting isn't just about finding a home, it's about adapting to evolving needs, promoting inclusivity, and contributing to sustainable future. Thank you. That's what I have to say. And I want to ask you a questions. Don't you think that if you are old person and you don't need that much resources, should other be given the liberty to use it? Thank you.
Thank you. Uh, Time is over. Thank you, Ram. And now over to Amiko from Team B. You have to speak for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Your time begins now.
Yes, ma'am. A house is made of bricks and beams. A home is made of hopes and dreams, says Ralph Waldo Emerson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed judges. India's rapid urbanization has caused rents in cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, and Delhi NCR to surge by 15 to 20% over the past 3 years, says Economic Times 2023, leaving 64% of tenants feeling financially burdened, says Collis 2022. Despite the Model Tenancy Act 2019 aiming to control rent hikes, inconsistent enforcement fails to protect tenants. House ownership therefore offers financial stability and relief from rising rents. Moreover, owning a house is not just about financial security, it's a gateway to a more sustainable lifestyle. House ownership empowers individuals to implement eco-friendly solutions like rainwater harvesting and solar panels. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy 2023 reports that house owners can slash energy bills by up to 40% by installing solar panels. A 2022 Anurag study also highlights that 58% of Indian house buyers prioritize sustainability when purchasing property. Additionally, the Energy Conservation Act 2001 supports sustainable housing initiatives, making eco-friendly practices more accessible than ever. In essence, owning a house ensures both economic security and a sustainable future. It's not a choice, guys, it's a necessity. Thank you.
Thank you, both of you. Now, Ram and Amiko, be ready for your rebuttal session. You can ask your questions and answer your fellow debaters. You have 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay, I have a question for you. That why are you against rental housing, which aligns with Sustainable Development Goal 12, responsible consumption, by ensuring better housing resources allocation based on current needs? Answer it.
Okay. So first of all, I would say I am in favor of house ownership because it is a long-term asset and it is an investment. Okay. And the properties, there is a consistent growth when it comes to properties. There is an average of 5 to 7% raise annually. And according to housing.com, this is true. And moreover, 78% of Indians consider buying a house as an investment. So that's why they're going, when you own a house, you make sure that you feel secure and your life will be stabilized, and moreover you're going to leave something for your future generations, so it will give you a secure and safe place. And I have a question for you. Renters don't benefit from tax savings like homeowners who save up to 2 lakh annually under section 80c and 24. Isn't this a disadvantage?
It is not a disadvantage because if you buy a home or if you take the loan, you have to pay a huge amount of EMI, which is very big thing. And also you are not getting lot of resources. And if you invest in real estate, it is also really very risky. Your surveys are not talking about Josimat, that how much appreciation of money is happening there in the when it comes to my property. You can't even change the money. You can change your mutual funds, you can change the shares, but you can't change your house. So that's why, based on the evolving needs, we should evolve, and we should go for the rental, I will say. We should, because they provide lots of facilities. And I have a question for you. Communities with shared profession, professional and personal values contribute to collective growth and innovation. Can you explain why would you reject communities with shared values, which rental housing provides?
Excuse me, sir, when you're talking about communities, even the people who are buying a house and staying, of course, there are communities. They are not living in the forest, first of all, to be very frank. And coming to your point about the EMIs, see, if you're going to pay an EMI, it is going to become an asset. If you're going to pay an EMI for 10 years, end of the day, you're going to have an asset, okay? But if you're going to have a rent, if you're going to pay 15,000 every month, end of the day, at the end of the day, you're not going to, there is only expense, there is no returns. It is of waste of money, right? When you ask me about what is the value of the money, you just consider yourself, like you just think about your own statement regarding that. And I have a question for you, that is, if property prices in India have appreciated by 12% annually in recent years, aren't renters missing out on potential wealth creation?
Firstly, I want to counter your argument that I haven't talked about just community. I said communities with shared personal and professional values. It is not about that you are living anywhere. You have to live with those who share your personal values and professional values. That's what I'm talking about. And coming back to your question, you know that in index funding, the appreciation is more than that 14%, 15%. And what about maintenance costs you will talk about? And tell me about one thing. We know that things are evolving. What, so what if you have to change your place? How will you do it? If you don't want to live in Joshimath, you want to live in Ayodhya, how will you change it? It's very risky and it takes a lot of taxes. And I have a question to you, another question, that imagine that you are buying a house, then you can't build lots of facilities, gyms and etc will not be there. The children care will not be there, but in rent it will be there, and you can also negotiate with the owner to fulfill that. They will do it, right?
So first of all, you're supposed to give me time to answer your question, okay? And when you talk about gyms and constructing everything, you know what? People are constructing home to live, not to work out. Thank you.
Your time is up. Time is up. Well. Not only our first pair was on fire, but also our second pair was on fire too. Thank you so much for this incredible conversation. Thank you, Mr. Ram, and thank you, Miss Amigo. It was really amazing. Now, Atithi, go ahead with the next pair.
Yeah, thank you, Fledgling. Now it's time to call our third pair. We have Lush Lily from Team A and Kuldeep from Team B. Are you guys there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to share your perception. All the very best. Your clock starts now.
Aren't they here?
It's Lush Lily's turns, no? Isn't it?
Yeah, Lush Lily, aren't you here? My goodness.
Let's go with another pair then. If Leslie comes back, she will do this. Let's go with pair number 4.
All
Okay.
right. Let me call optimistic from Team A and Gojo from Team B. Are you guys here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Gojo?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for being here. All right. Optimistic from Team A. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to share your notions. All the very best. Your clock starts now.
A very good evening, everyone. Renting versus buying a house. Which one is a better option? Well, from a very financial perspective, renting is far better than buying a house. To start with, you can rent a house with low investment. You just have to pay the security deposit. And if you were to buy a house, there's a heavy investment initial cost that is involved. Apart from it, renting helps you prevent the debt trap that you otherwise get in if you were to buy a house by taking a loan. Additionally, it helps you avoid plethora of other expenses like transportation cost, registration fee, property tax, maintenance cost, stamp duty, and whatnot. Not only this, but renting gives you a lot of flexibility and freedom. You can move in and move out as per your needs, preferences, and changing environmental conditions. Not to mention that renting gives you a chance to save up your capital that you can later invest that in liquid assets like gold and stocks, which have far better returns than owning a house long term. And renting is far better for individuals in their 20s and people who have jobs which require migrations and people who are looking for different job opportunities around the country. So in conclusion, I would say renting is less financially overwhelming. It gives you freedom and it gives you the opportunity to explore different things out there. And it is also one of the best ways for wealth creation in the long term when looked from a very logical and financial perspective.
Thank you. Thank you. Now time is over. So we have next Gozo.
Yeah, I'm there. Is I am audible?
Yes, you are audible. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to share your notions. All the very best. Your clock starts now.
Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. Said by Will Rogers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed judges. The power of owning a home. Imagine coming home to a place that is truly yours, a place where every wall holds your dream and every corner echoes your laughter. According to panel study of income dynamics, children who grow up in owned homes are 25% are likely to succeed academically and emotionally. Why? Because a home gives stability, a foundation where families can grow together. It's a space where parents don't have to worry about sudden evictions or rising rents. A house is not just a shelter, it's the heart of family's story. But a home does not more than nurture individual. It connects us to a community. When you own a house, you don't just invest in property, you invest in people. Remember the warmth of sharing a cup of coffee over a fence, the joy of watching children together, or collective strength in helping a neighbor in need. Owning a house roots us to a place and gives a shared purpose to uplift the community we call ours. In essence, owning a house is more than a financial milestone. It's profound emotional journey. It's where love grows, where community thrive, and where dreams take flight. A house is just a building. It's the foundation of hope, belonging, and a better future for everyone.
Time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Gojo. You seem on high spirit. So thank you so much, both of you. Optimistic and Gojo. Just a moment. Now it's your rebuttal time. You have 4 minutes and you can ask your questions and answers your fellow debaters' question, okay? So your 4-minute time starts now.
Okay, so Guru, after listening to you, I got this that you talk from very emotional perspective. What you have talked so far about owning a house was just emotions, no financial topic at all. Just tell me, don't you think to enjoy that emotional moments, you had a journey of 20 to 30 years of excruciating financial position? You have to go through a lot of financial different circumstances to be there. You have to spend at least 20 to 30 years of your life in debt trap, and then you get this house. Don't you think the opportunity cost of owning a house is quite higher?
It's not about that. It's about long term investment. If you will invest, then it will become generational wealth, and you can, like, in the future, if you will buy, then you can place it on rent. Okay, owning a house in India provides a long term asset that appreciate over time. Property prices in India have shown consistent growth with an average 5 to 7% annual appreciation, according to Housing.com 2024 report. There's a legal quote by the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, in a case highlighted the value of immovable assets for generational stability. I have a question for you. When 80% of homeowners see property as an investment for their children, how can renting provide a similar legacy?
Okay, let me answer that. First of all, if majority is doing something that doesn't get correct, okay, first of all, just owning a house doesn't give you the generational wealth. There are plethora of ways through which you can create wealth as well, right? You can invest your huge capital in stocks, gold, which will give you high returns, right? And you can create generational wealth from that as well. Why you have to go through that excruciating journey of 20 years paying debt? Why you have to do that?
I think
And not only that, let me finish. Not only that, you have to pay plenty of other expenses as well. You have to pay for registration, brokerage, transportation cost, transaction cost, stamp rate, and whatnot. There are plenty of other expenses that you have to consider. In the short,
Excuse interruption. Your mic is not proper.
I think you don't want to save our environment. When we own a house, then what we can do? We have a freedom. Homeowners can implement solar panels, energy efficient appliances, and
well. Yeah, I can also rent a house which has all of these facilities, which is environmentally conscious. I can definitely rent a house which has all these facilities, solar panels, and all of that's installed in it. Why do I have to why do I have to make myself go through this financial overwhelming situation when I can just be simple and I can rent a house? I can use my wealth for something else to make generational wealth. I can invest in stock, ventures, and different things out there. Something that has been.
First of all, the thing is that if you will own a house, then it have a lasting impact as compared to renter. Okay, they don't have any freedom, and we are like, if you will buy, then in the long run it will benefit you. It will not what happen if the rent will increase, like there is an inflation, rent will increase. You are not in the profit.
Well, let me tell you, Joe. Okay, if you take inflation rate into consideration, the only return that you're getting from owning a house would be 2 to 3%. That's it, right? People think that owning a house gives you a huge rate of return. No, it's not. It just gives you 2% or 3% rate of interest, which is quite lesser than debentures, stocks, and gold.
Time is up. Sorry, guys. You both are incredible. Such a wonderful speech, I can say. You have spoken well. Thank you so much, both of you. It was indeed amazing to both of you. Now over to Fledgling. Are you there? Fledgling?
Well, yes, I am. Harsh, our next pair, are they ready?
We have to go with 3 versus 3.
All right.
So participant, you can cast your vote. In the chat, you have 3 members from each team. Top 2 will be selected.
Yes, unfortunately, we have to skip our one pair. And first of all, fantastic work, everyone. That concludes round 1. Now that we have heard from all the participants, it's time for you, the audience, to share your thoughts. We are conducting a poll to decide the best participant from Team A and Team B. The polls will remain open for only a short time. So be careful, hurry up. Please cast your votes based on their clarity, confidence, and the impact on their speech. Your vote will play a crucial role in highlighting today's standout performance. So let's make it fair and thoughtful. Every vote counts. Let's see.
Until participants are voting, can we know about the second round?
Okay.
Hers, we have to wait for a final participant.
You can announce about round two, how it's gonna happen until they
Okay,
are voting.
okay. Okay, so we have a second round. It will be a duo versus duo, but I think we have only 3 participants, so we will decide later what we have to do. We have 2 final speakers. They both are from team A and B. Let me wait for a moment because I'm not getting clear numbers of participants. So wait for a moment. Sorry.
Yeah, let our audience decide and then we will select the
Yeah.
best speakers of the day.
Okay, we have our team. Team A, Satya and Optimistic. Team B, Nikhil and Amiko.
Okay. So we have 4 participants, from A to 2 from team A and 2 participants from team B. Let me know the name. From team A, we have Satya and Optimistic, and from team B, Nikhil and Amiko.
Okay, so now we are aware who are the people who are going to participate in round 2. So now we will move forward with the rebuttal for round 2. Starting with the team A participants, he or she will ask a question within 20 seconds and the participant from team B will answer it in 1 minute. Then another member of team B will ask within 20 seconds and team A will answer within 1 minute. This process will continue until the 8-minute mark. Each team will ask 3 questions to the opposing team. Please remember, in each team, if member 1 answers, then only member 2 can ask the next question. Please be mindful of the time. Exceeding the allotted time will result in deduction to your marks by the judges. So let's meet our duos by Atithi. Let us invite them. Are you there, lady?
Yeah, Faisaling. Absolutely. From team A, we have Satya and I think who was that? Sorry, just a minute. Faisaling, let me call the name. Who was both? Can you help me to find out the name
Yes,
of?
Optimistic.
yes. From team A, we have Satya and Optimistic. From team B, we have Nikhil and Amigo.
Okay. and the topic remains the same. Okay, like renting versus housing, owning a house. Let's get started with the open arguments. Your time starts now. Flesling, you can introduce them about the round, like how to conduct the debate.
Yes. So, as you guys are aware of the rules and regulations, so are you guys ready? All of you? Satya, Optimistic, Nikhil, and Amico?
Yes, yes, I'm ready.
Yes.
Nikhil and all of you are ready, right?
Yeah, we're ready.
Show some enthusiasm. Say yes. All
Yeah.
right. See, that's the spirit. So your time starts now.
Okay, I would like to ask you a question to my competitive speakers. Okay, let me bring the premise. As house provides a sense of permanence and belonging, which is essential for building strong families. For example, RBI Governor Raghura Aman Rajan's parents bought a house in Chennai in 1960 worth 30,000. Now the same house is worth 5 crores. In villages, what do you see? Owning house, not rented house. In this regard, my question to you is: as owning house becomes paramount in terms of inheriting father's house, do you really think distributing among brothers is possible in rented house? Answer this. Be logical.
Yeah, I will be logical right now. Let me tell you one thing. When it comes to the data which you have provided, I do have the data. I know you are playing with the data right now. Let me tell you, do you understand the financial flexibility and lower initial cost? I know you were in different round in the first round, but today I'm going to tell you what is the data. Security deposits for rented properties in tier 1 cities range from 1 to 2 lakh. At the same time, if you are buying a house, the down payment you have to put is 10 to 20 lakh. Tell me what kind of a comparison is it, first of all? Now, at the same time, you're talking about a RBI governor. I want to tell you one thing. There are millions of people who are suffering from many diseases in our country. They do not even have a proper medical facility. Are you asking them to buy houses, first of all, instead of managing their financial budgets? At the same time, there are many students who are going to Rajendra Nagar to seek education. Are you asking them to buy houses? In the first round, you were talking about migrations and everything, and now you're talking about RBI governor. How many governors we are having from RBI? Only if one, right? But how many millions of students we are having? How many poor people we are having? In our country, more than 50% of the population is poor. Are they able to afford your EMI houses? Will be they able to afford your loaning sections? Will be they able to afford those big luxurious houses which will be going to cost them even more than 1 crore? You're talking in crores. How will the investment occur even if you're not even giving them chances to develop just by going for the renting houses? How will they have that initial investment? They are not even having 10,000 rupees in their pocket, and you are
Can
talking
I
about
answer
crores.
that? Can I answer that?
Of course.
Okay, so Nikhil, initially you said there's this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, right? So it's for people like them who do not have the financial condition to buy a home, right? The government is supporting them already.
The government is supporting them already, but are there
Nikhil,
only
you are not supposed to interrupt us. You are not
are
supposed to
there only
interrupt.
3
It's
crore
my turn
families?
to ask. You are not supposed to interrupt us. She answered. Let me ask the question. So, first, let me bring the premise. Sense of ownership and stability, rental income, inheritance by son. It's all possible only if they own property. If you talked about poverty, right? That is called transition. Transition means people. It's okay if people are born in property, but it's bad if they live in property, which means they have to make transition. They have to hunt. This is the regard. Why I like buying houses. Because of tax exemptions. Imagine if a person buys a estate and he organizes philanthropic activities such as orphanages, religious institution, according to Income Tax Act 10, go and search it, tax will be completely exempted. So in this regard, my question to you is that, see, we can be our own owner in buying house. For example, we can paint walls, we can hang up picture, we can put in a vegetable garden, we can build our own kitchen. In rental, there are lots of restrictions. For example, only bachelors are allowed, only girls, non-veg, no relatives, no loud music, no party. Will you be able to express your
Yeah,
cultural
definitely.
expression in answer my
We don't
question?
we don't have normal freedoms. I do understand this thing, but let me tell you what is an actual freedom. You're talking about freedom. I will tell you. Freedom to invest elsewhere. You are only investing in that property, which you call it as a home, but at the same time, your own family members are disrespecting you in that home. So let's not only focus on that thing. I will tell you, over 50% of Indian renters use saved funds to invest in avenues. And you're talking about freedom? Yes, renters do have the freedom of money. They do invest that same money which you are investing in just having the EMI loans, but they are
But
investing in stock market and generating 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more in investment which you are getting from that only land or a single piece of property. Yes, optimistic.
okay. Yeah, Nikhil, I got you. Okay. So just tell me, what are some of the basic needs of a human? Do we just want money? Okay, of course, they are generating huge returns. But tell me, are they creating a legacy for their future generations to come? First of all, let me complete. What I'm trying to say is, we are humans. We are emotional creatures. So at the end of the day, we thrive on emotions, okay? So when you own a house, you have this
That that is
emotional stability, okay? You keep your wealth aside, okay? That doesn't give you
we
emotional
are wealth, but
stability.
we are talking about rentings. I think you are in the favor of wealth. You should understand first of all that the side has been reversed now. Earlier,
Yeah, this is what I'm saying,
you
that when
are
you buy a house, that's the biggest investment that you can make for yourself and for your future generations to come.
you are
Okay, let me
talking
ask
about
you a
wealth.
question. Competent opponent Nikhil,
Guys,
your
guys, I would like
contact
to
interrupt.
interrupt. I would
Let me
like to
ask a question,
interrupt.
you can
Here, we
answer.
are
Let me ask a
supposed to
question, you
ask a
can answer.
question for 15
We
seconds
are
and
supposed
answer
to
for
ask a
1 minute.
question.
You guys are not at all
We are
following the
supposed
rules
to
and
ask a
regulations
question.
which they have said.
Ask the question and
It's
answer it
it's
for
Yes,
my
15
turn to
seconds.
ask the question, to be very frank,
amigo,
because
just
my
continue.
teammate just answered. Okay, I
Amigo,
have a
just
question
continue.
for you guys. Okay, just answer this question. As per a
Okay.
2023 study at Knight Frank, 35% of Indian home buyers regret their purchase due to poor location, hidden costs, or market downturns. Doesn't this show buying isn't always a wise choice?
Okay, wonderful. Let me answer this question. First of all, let me bring in the actual report. A report by No Broker in 2024 said the Pradhana Mantri Awasan Yojana, which is in India, offers subsidies for first-time buyers, which means it is going to provide greater subsidies for constructing house, making house, investing tool for long-term financial security. Coming back to your question, do you really think you will be able to conduct philanthropic activities like rehabilitation, social service by renting apartments, by renting houses? No, right? You have to eventually own your own estate to inherit also, and also to express your cultural practice. So for in this regard, buying is better, as there will be tax
Yes.
exemptions. My question to you is, as owning house becomes paramount in terms of inheriting father's house, do you really think distributing among brothers is possible in rented house? Be logic, don't be emotional.
Okay,
Go ahead
I
and
am
have
I
your
am completely being logic here. Okay, so the thing is that most of the in India, 80% of people are going for renting house. Why? Because they, as you already mentioned in the first round. Okay, first of all, you be practical. It is easy to rent a house rather than buy a house. Okay, you need at least a
Okay.
20 lakhs or 30 lakhs in order to. Ma'am, please let me speak. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, go
let me
ahead.
complete my idea. So the thing is that, when you tell that, see, if you interrupt me in the middle, how can I speak?
You're losing your time, lady. Go ahead.
Can you please ask the question once again, because I lost it? Okay, if someone interrupts me in the middle, I cannot speak.
Okay, I'll ask the question. Thank you. As owning house becomes paramount in terms of inheriting father's house, do you really believe that distributing among brothers is possible in rented houses? Do you believe that rehabilitation and other philanthropic activities is allowed in rented house?
First
Answer
of all,
this. Be logical.
yes, okay. We are not going to buy a house in order to in order to do philanthropic things. Okay, we are going to rent a house in order to live. First of all, and you should know the purpose of renting a house. And moreover, if you are moving to metropolitan cities, it's not easy for everyone to go and buy every other house. Okay, you might be moving to one different locations. Is it okay for you to go and buy every other houses in every other cities you live? It is easy to rent a house rather than going for this. And most of the people who rent the house are, of course, students and the people who have just started working on. Okay, so if you're going with the percentage, they are in more number. And we talk about the
Your
facts.
contradicted yourself. Thank you.
Time's up. My goodness, I'm going to be a bit biased, though I'm not supposed to be as a host. But what a flow, amigo. How you managed to speak very fast. I'm so impressed.
Yeah,
And
sorry to interrupt. Like there's one announcement. Moon, if possible, can we make another 5-minute timer? As this time you created really mess. It was really hard for judges to just analyze whom to give how much marks. So this time another 5 minutes. But remember, guys, do not overlap. Okay, remember, 15 seconds to ask, 1 minute to answer, and you have a teammate also. Okay, you have to take care of your teammate also. You do not have to take care of the whole thing at your own. This debate do not belongs to you. It belongs to your team. Okay. Moon, if possible, can we make 5-minute timer? Moon, you there? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so you both the teams ready? A team, B team.
Yeah.
Yes. Ask a question.
Okay. So from team A, the question will be asked first. Okay. So
Okay.
your time starts now.
So
Okay,
as house provides ownership, stability, rental income, inheritance by son, as owning house becomes paramount in terms of inheriting father's house, do you really think distributing among brothers is possible in rented house? Go ahead and answer.
Okay, I would like to answer this question. First of all, as I said, that majority of the people living here and who are renting the houses are students, first of all, okay? And it is not easy for someone to manage 20 to 30 lakhs in the initial time. It will take years, So everybody will be going for the rental house. That's why the renting percentage is higher than the house owning percentage. How many of us are owning houses instead of renting? Our data says more than 60% of people are living in rents, not in owning house. If you think that, everybody wants to share their house, then everybody will be going for buying it, right? Why are they renting it? Why the renting percentage is higher then?
Okay. So sometimes situations are more complex than your implications. For students, they have hostels. For international students, they have ICCR. Why I prioritize buying or renting is because we can have complete authority. We can paint the walls, hang up pictures, put vegetable garden, build your own kitchen. In rental, we can do every cultural expression. We can invite our relatives also. But in rental, there are a lot of restrictions. Like bachelors are only allowed. No girls, no veg, no non-veg, no relatives, no loud music, no party. I hope this answers your question. Optimistic, go ahead and ask a question to them.
Okay. Amiko, I have a simple question for you. You are looking things from short perspective. That student who is renting a house is renting a house because he wants that short term, right? But in long term, he has this ambition of buying a house because buying a house is the best investment that you can make. Well, a lot of us think that it's financially straining, but it's not. If you're doing the wrong accountancy, if you're doing the wrong finances, then of course it would be financially overstraining. If you take a loan which has higher rate of interest than your salary, then of course that will be overwhelming. But if you take calculated investment loan, then that won't be as stressing as you think it would be. And if you are paying that EMI, it will build you an asset in the future. Right? This is what you said, and this is what you should be sticking to, because this is the fact. Even okay, let me give you this fact that Nikhil Kamath, he's such a popular billionaire here in India. He was against buying a house. Like, he supported renting for a decade. Now recently he bought a house. Why? Because he thinks real estate is the biggest investment that you can make, and at the end of the day you want mental peace, you want control over your lifestyles, right? And therefore he bought himself a house despite the fact that he was against it. Why? Because it is the most sensible thing to do. You want mental peace as a human, right? Very emotional. At the end of the day, in long term, you want a house to live in, the one which you can call it your own, right? You want to have that sense of ownership for yourself. No matter how luxurious your rental apartment is, you are doing it for the short term,
Is
right?
it
When you look at
optimistic?
Okay.
See, let me tell you one
Nikhil,
thing. If you are too fluent, I don't want to sound aggressive right now, Harsh, but they are not even allowing us. Okay, no, I can be too fluent.
Nikhil,
The way.
Nikhil, give me a moment, okay? I actually deserve it because you guys didn't let me speak. I was the only one who didn't get a time, and I really want to answer your question optimistic, okay? You were telling about buying the houses, whereas Satya was talking about inviting the families and everything. So are you telling that 70% of the people who are already renting, and they are families, okay? They are families. Are we not letting our relatives come inside our homes? Is our owner is coming and telling us not to make your renter, like, don't let your sister or brother inside the houses because they are your relatives and they're not staying here. Really, it doesn't make any sense, okay? And when you tell you have to buy a thing and it is giving you sustainability and everything, you have to really question if that is the case, then why people are not going there. And you are playing emotionally. You make people believe that you have to own a house in order to be respected. Most of the people 30 to 40 years, they do everything in order to just own a house, and at the end of the day own it by 50 or 60. Where is their life? They just spoil the entire life just by just dwelling to buy a house. And you guys are making them pay EMI rent. You know what, at least 20 families in one city is getting making suicide because of this. Because they couldn't pay EMI. If they are not going to pay EMI for 3 to 4 months, the goods are going to come. The goods are going to come to their house. Yes. So you did.
well, are you aware of new
I have
depreciation?
30 seconds now. Optimistic. I
And
guess you.
as I have to complete my point, guys.
Yeah, Emiko.
Go ahead and complete your points and lose your marks. Okay, so what I meant is, of course, we can invite relatives in rented house, but not as much as exuberantly as we do in villages and in traditional customs. That's why we have an institution called marriage. So wherein we invite relatives and our people to our house. Understand that? Thank you.
All right. All right. Time is up. My goodness. It's like watching a tug of war with words. Brilliant arguments flying left, right, and center. I must say, I'm impressed by the verbal jabs, the thought provoking counterpoints, and of course, the occasional dramatic pauses for effect. All right, thank you so much, all of you. I know it's not easy switching sides, it's not always simple, but you did it effortlessly. You have shown great control over both perspectives. Well done, all of you. That wraps up the debate. It's now time for the final poll to decide which duo was stronger. All right. Did you drop the poll? Harsh?
Their speech, right? There's no need to poll. Their speech.
All
Any
right.
one of the two can come and give speech.
All right. Diti?
Please.
Okay, then let me take over. One member from Team A, kindly come and present the whole summary from your side, from your team's perspective within 90 seconds. Who's coming? Team A?
Sorry, come again.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Let me do it. I'm
And
so sorry for messing up. Now we will move to the summary round. Each duo will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to summarize their stance. Use this time to wrap up your arguments clearly and concisely. Team A, you are up first. Your clock starts now.
Like, just a second. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was really enthralling experience, but I would like to conclude saying that as house provides a sense of permanence and belonging, which is essential for building strong families. For example, let me give you that example again. RBI governance Aman's parents, they bought house in Chennai, which in 1960 worth 30,000, but now it is worth 5 crores. In the long run, it is going to benefit. And one more thing is, in terms of inheritance, we have to buy our own house, regardless of the fact we are poor or rich. It is called transition. It is called making translation. Because as owing house becomes paramount in terms of inheriting father's house, we certainly can't, distribute our property, our houses among brothers. In this regard, a sense of ownership, stability, rental income, inheritance by son, everything is possible if we buy a house. Moreover, complete sense of freedom and assertiveness is possible if we buy our own house. For example, we can paint our walls, hang a picture, put in vegetable garden, build your own kitchen, invite as much as you want, and unlike in rented house. And we can even throw parties and everything. And like a lot of celebrities, they own estate and conduct rehabilitation and other philanthropic activities. Of course, given the circumstances, we have to rent, but then in the long run, they, regardless of the fact, regardless of the situation, regardless of the complexity of the situation, they will have to own their house, because as long as inheritance is carried out, it is plausible.
Time's up. Thank you, Satya. You have highlighted all the important key points of the today's debate. Thank you once again. We have to invite Team B. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I
Please go
audible?
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, thank you for sharing this opportunity with me. Now coming to providing a summary from both the sides. Of course, we had round one, then round two, and before we were with the renting, before we were with the buying a house, then we were with the renting. Renting a house offers unparalleled flexibility for individuals who frequently relocate for work or lifestyle preferences. And it's true. Renting is a practical solution as well. It requires lower upfront cost, sparing tenants the burden of large down payments. Additionally, renting eliminates the long-term responsibilities of home ownership, such as maintenance and property taxes. But there is a survey too. Over 35% of urban dwellers prefer renting due to its affordability and freedom from debt. On the other hand, buying a house provides a sense of stability and long-term financial security too. A house is not just a home, but an investment. Property values generally appreciate over time, ensuring wealth creation. Home ownership allows individuals to personalize and modify their living space. According to a survey, 65% of homeowners feel more financially secure compared to renters. In conclusion, the choice between renting and buying should depend on personal priorities, financial capabilities, and lifestyle preferences. Renting is ideal for flexibility and lower upfront costs, while buying offers stability and long-term benefits. Both are valid choices in their own right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Nikhil. Thank you for summarizing everything. Now we are done with the round two as well. That wraps up the whole debate. It's now time for the final poll to decide which duo was stronger. Now, group members, it's your time. Cast your votes now.
Well, it's my turn.
No, optimistic. It's not your turn. It's finished now.
Yeah, Moon, you can turn off your timer now. Thank you so much for your participation, and thank you so much for your cooperation. And host, until others are voting, you can invite members if they want to give any review, one by one, obviously.
Well, Harsh, please do an honor for me.
Negative ones later.
Okay, Harsh, please mute me.
All right, wonderful audience. We have heard everything, the whole debate. So, any one of you, would you like to say something? Any review? Would you like to appreciate any participant? Anyone? We have many people over here. No?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Mr. Sandeep.
I would like to say about Nikhil Vyas. He spoke very well, and I really appreciate.
All right. Thank you for appreciating him from his side. Anyone else? Yeah, you guys can come forward and,
I generally want to say one thing, that people, if you are appreciating me or Emiko, then instead of appreciating us verbally, just simply check the poll section and vote there. Thank you.
Same goes with us, people. If you are appreciating optimistic and me, please do cast your vote.
All right. Aditi?
Yeah. Meanwhile, our judges will evaluate each team and assign scores out of 50. The final score will be a combination of judges' marks and poll results. Stay tuned for the result. Wait for a moment. We will announce the result after the score of poll and
Until judges are making until judges are making judgment, anyone want to give any feedback? Any participant? What do you think? How you performed today? Participant from team A and team B.
Okay, I want to share my opinion that when I when I know about this topic, so it was like um, uh, it was uh, it was like a very new topic for me, which is about home renters and building houses or buying it. And I haven't even thought about it. Like what is very good. I was not even thinking about it. So, but after that, I had did research. Earlier, I had some biasness. It also became clear, and that what I will say. And second thing, I would want to say that when we do debates in these platforms, then we come to know with the like we express ourselves, and it like you have to present your points in that moment. And it is really very challenging, and it motivates, it encourages, and also it enhances the person's skills. We overcome our fear, and that's what I have to say. And also I will say that it was this time very good thing that in the last there was also conclusion. So that's what I have to say.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ram. Any other participants? Would you like to present your notions regarding this whole debate?
Yeah, I want to like I'm Gojo, so I want to. I have prepared this is like this debate from ChatGPT, and like both counter argument and arguments are in favor. So like I have also practiced the debate with ChatGPT in the voice feature, and like thank you to Nikhil bro and Harsh Rawat for giving me opportunity to speak, and it is very beneficial for me to overcome my fear. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Gojo.
Let me also share something. Yeah, regardless of the outcome, it was certainly an accumulation of knowledge, energy, and a different approach to rectify ourselves in the next debate. And this is what happens when we pack energetic speakers. But it was really great. Like both my teammates and their teammates, it was fantastic at the end of the day, an accumulation of knowledge, regardless of the outcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Satya. Any other participants?
May I,
Okay.
Fledgling?
Please, lovely lady, go ahead.
Thank you so much. So, guys, first of all, this was my first debate. Sorry, this is my first debate. I've never participated, and I would like to thank my fellow teammates. First of all, Nikhil, because he was the one who found all the points. He was to the script. He found the data. He was the soul. If we all spoke, means the only reason is Nikhil. And the secondly, I would like to thank Y, because he was always there and he was even training me before the session. So thank you, Y. And I would like to thank Gojo for always supporting me. He was giving really supportive text to me, and we were discussing regarding this debate. So I would say, more than this debate, I enjoyed the journey to the fullest, and I have learned a lot of things from this. First of all, I have to be confident, and I have to be confident about myself. And also I would like to thank my fellow teammates for giving that hard energy, because if they haven't asked all those questions, maybe I would have not expressed my ideas to the fullest. Just because of their question was really triggering, that's why I was able to answer. So my heartfelt thanks to my opponents, or not my opponents, to be very frank, my friends and my mentors. So thank you, everybody. I consider everybody as a mentor for the day. Everybody taught a lesson to me, and thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
My goodness, you really brought a bright smile on my countenance. I really like the way you appreciated your teammates. Thank you so much, amigo. Any other participant?
Yes, I want to share my opinion. It was a
Go.
great experience. Yeah, it was a great experience to be the part of the debate, the preparations. And I really want to thank Nikhil for helping us for prepare this debate, the data, and the lot of learnings which I get that how to prepare, how to see, how to say the counterparts and different things. So even we practiced it and different lot of learning about the topic as well as apparently I wouldn't get the chance, but that's totally fine. I feel that preparation is something which is there with me, and I really enjoyed that all. And both the teams spoke really well. They are all energetic, and the points they were making, it was quite thought provoking, and I was enjoying a lot. And be the part of that debate, it's always pleasure. So thank you so much for Harsh, Nikhil, and Amiku. You spoke really well. The energy, the fluency, it was next level. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I say eye to eye. Amigo has won the heart of a lot of people. I will definitely say that. And yes, every time we participate in any debate or in any discussion, we get to learn a lot of things from our fellow learner, from our fellow speakers. So thank you so much. Now, Atiti, would you like to invite our judges?
Yeah, I would like to invite our incredible judges. We have Fariskar sir and Pawar sir. So, uh, are you there, Fariskar sir?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I have been here since the beginning. Yeah, so before I make the announcements, I just wanted Harsh to calculate all the, like, merge the marks in the other group. After that, I will come and make the announcement here, okay?
Yes, please take your time. So, until our judges comes up with the result, let me ask you this, Aditi. It's your first time hosting the debate, and it is my second time, let me tell you. And when I hosted the very first time, I was asked this question. So I'm going to ask you the same question. How are you feeling by
Thank you
hosting this
for asking
debate the
me
very
about
first
my
time?
experience.
I'm really interested to know how are you feeling right now.
Yeah, thank you, Fledgling, for asking about my experience. It's first time for me to host the debate, and I have learned a lot of things like how to conduct a debate and the energy. Uh, I have I have experienced the energy, how they were speaking, like all the participants were full with the energy. So it was a good experience, and I can say like every participant have a good knowledge. They are perfect match to conduct a debate.
All right. Thank you, Atiti, for sharing it. And that's really true. I mean, having a chance to listen to such debaters. And today, all our debaters were on fire, speaking with great alacrity. So it was really fun to host and witness such a debate. So thank you all. Let us wait for
I
our
want to
judges.
thank all the learners for your tremendous presence. It was nice to see you. Like everyone was silent and they were listening very uh, patiently. So thank you, all the learners. We are incomplete without you guys. So thanks a lot.
Precisely said. Our audience is also very excited. All of them are typing and sharing their notion regarding the whole debate, rooting for their favorites. I can read the comments in text.
Our audience is our pillar. Without audience, we can't do anything. So yeah.
Okay, so inviting fire you on VC. You have scores now, right?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so this was an awesome debate. First of all, congratulations to everyone who participated. And this is something that I have never seen being conducted in this particular forum, especially because financial education doesn't exist actually in the way it should actually exist in our education system. So some of the things that were spoken from both Team A and Team B, I myself have never heard some of those stats, and it was actually very shocking to see some of the teammates actually come out and make certain points, certain quotes, and some of them actually have prepared very well. And yes, there were a lot of botching when it comes to the way you are supposed to speak and the way you are supposed to be knowing the rules of the debate. But even because of even after having all those rules getting botched, it was still a respectable debate at the end of it, and there was no personal attacks as such, and etiquette was very high in both the sides, and the role that the audience actually played has been significant, and to the point that some of the things that we thought would actually matter was actually backed by the audience. And it was not as if we as judges, me and Pawan both, were going through all the rounds. Our primary inclination was towards the round 2, because round 1 was completely in the hands of the audience. And I'm very thankful to all the organizers and also all the hosts. I'm not going to specify everyone's name here because it would take a lot of time. So before I make the announcement of which team actually won, I would just want to say that in between, like at the last round, right, 5 minutes into the round, there was a team that was not winning and there was a team that was winning. And Mr. Harsh, who is the organizer, he came about and said that the time should be extended because it was very hard to assess some of the people's marks, because Miss Amiko hadn't spoken that much, and on the other side Optimistic also hadn't, and Satya also hadn't spoken that much. He hadn't answered any particular answers. He was just asking questions. That was not his individual fault, but we did not get any answers from their side. So even after there was a lot of mention of how some of the participants in either of the teams have botched the rules of this debate, still there were issues in the last 5 minutes also, which has significantly been a paramount thing which made the other team come back and become the winners. Now all of this will sound very confusing. So I'll just say, based on the assessment that was given by me and Pawan, one of the team was actually leading the other team by 1.25 marks. But as we take in the audience poll, which is obviously going to be significant because they are the ones who are listening, there will be significant amount of differences. So the 1.25 difference actually became a difference of 6.85. And there is a clear winner. So according to audience and according to the assessment by the judges, by me and Pawan, the winner of this debate is actually Team B. And Team A actually was leading in the first 8 minutes of the last round. But there was significant amount of issues that had happened there. I'm not going to specify individualistic issues that had happened, but you have to be mindful of the rules, because if you botch the rules and if you circumvent it, problems actually happen. And although there was only 1.25 differentiation between both of these teams when we actually marked, the audience came about and made it a difference of approximately 6.85. So although the assessment from our side hasn't been that significant, it was the audience who actually changed the entire thing. So congratulations to everyone. And two things that I want to mention to individuals separately is that the Nikhil on Team B side, actually at the last round, on round 2, he had significantly overstepped his time frame and he was losing marks for it. But after the 8-minute time frame and Harsh came about and said it, Nikhil actually understood that he had went over his time frame and Amiko did not get the chance to speak because of him. But then after that, on the other side, Optimistic, instead of asking a question, she went ahead and she was going to ask a question, but she took a one minute time frame to ask it. And Satya, although he was trying to stop it, but it was not happening well. So although there were points, and I'm not going to specify the best speaker because I want Pawan to come after me and specify who is the best speaker. I just want to say congratulations and to everyone who has won, and I don't want the other team to feel that me or the other judge or any organizers have been biased towards anyone, because it's actually the audience who are determining most of this. And also congratulations to all four of Satya, Nikhil, Optimistic and Amico, because like the way you have conducted this and the points that were specified, especially related to renting and owning, and related to the stats that were provided, the quotes that were provided, and the new voices that were heard, especially by Gojo and Lush and Kuldeep, many of them, the points that were specified were actually very eye-opening. And thank you all for coming here. Don't feel disheartened that this was a debate that you have lost. I have lost the most in a debate in this group. But don't consider yourself as if you have lost it. It's still the weekend. Tomorrow is a Sunday. Enjoy it. Don't keep it to heart, okay? Congratulations, Team B, on winning.
Yeah, inviting Ms. Pawan. Pawan, you there?
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. I am very honored to be part of this debate as a judge, and I'm privileged to be even witness the entire argument and insightful discussion. Both the team presented a strong argument on the topic of renting and buying a house. It is clear that there is a distinction issue with valid points on the both sides. So I commend you all for your preparation and hard work and articulation the way you presented. So overall, I think feedback has already been explained by my co-host Judge Firescar. And regarding the best speakers and runner-up, I think Hers want to again conduct a poll, so that can be also decide by audience, and later on, like we can confirm it. Is it okay, Hers?
I have already given names, right?
Yes, you already have given. Okay. So I think poll had already been decided. So best speaker is Amico, and the runner-up is Satya. So it is decided by the poll. So guys, congratulations to all of you. You all did very tremendous job, and we really loved the way you presented and just we played. And the debate was really excellent. So once again, thank you everyone. Yeah. Over to you, Harsh.
Yeah. Sorry for fledging for the interruption, but can you allow me to speak for a few seconds?
Yeah, sure. But after a small vote of thanks by Butterfly, you VC will be free for everyone.
All right, just wait for a while, Satya. Thank you so much, judges, for enlightening us with the result. And congratulations, Team B, for winning it. And yeah, to everyone else, don't be disheartened. Your effort and hard work matter. Keep going. And Atiti, would you like to take over?
Yeah. Now I would like to invite a gorgeous lady of this evening whose presence is priceless for this group. We have a wonderful personality. I'm going to call her a butterfly ma'am. Please come on the stage for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Fledgling and Atithi. So good evening to each and everyone present here. So first of all, let me thank the winners. So congratulations, winners, and you guys did a wonderful job. I know you guys faced a lot of issues. I know it was a lot of bloopers in between, but still you pulled it off very well. And the hosts, you did a wonderful job. You know, I know you guys were facing a lot of issues, a lot of difficulties with the participants, the timing, and but everything went on well. So I know it happens with in every debate. So it's just a part of fun, okay? So take it lightly. And yes, I think it's the first time I'm hearing, listening to Atiti and Fledgling. Yes, she has a bit of experience in hosting, but you guys were well coordinated and You did a wonderful job, a great job. And engaging the audience, everything was so well. And it was so, you guys were composed and calm the whole debate. And it was managed very well. I'm so impressed with you both. Wonderful job. And next to the judges. So thank you, Firescar and Pavan. Esteemed judges, I extend my gratitude to coming over here. I know you guys are really busy bees of this group. I hardly get a glimpse of you both, but still this weekend you dedicated it to us. I'm so happy for that. And I always admire the way you judge and give constructive feedback. And this time also it was wonderful. And your immense knowledge, expertise, everything, we're just, following your footsteps every time. I just listen to how you guys give feedbacks, because I'm very bad at giving feedbacks, to be very honest. And yeah, Firescar, I always admire the way you give constructive feedback. Thank you so much, Pavan and Firescar, really, for being here and gracing this evening with your presence. And yes, Harsh. So thank you so much, Harsh. Really, you did a wonderful job. I was really thinking like how to, take it forward. And really, you came forward and helped. And I was not of much of help. I know that. I didn't contribute much, but thank you, Harsh and Blue, for organizing everything. You guys did a wonderful job. I'm so grateful to you both. And Harsh, from scratch, you did everything. Really commendable. I have to mention you. I'm really grateful to you for, pulling this off so well. I know you had been through a lot of stress, and you're not feeling well also, but still you were here. Your presence was here all the time. So thank you so much for being here and always assisting us. And for every debate, you've been doing everything. Most of the work is done by you behind the scenes. Thank you so much for being here always. And special mention to Moon for taking care of the timing. I know you had issues with your system, your laptop, but still you came forward and wanted to continue and help. Thank you so much, Moon, for being here. And every time, you come forward always and render a helping hand. Grateful to you guys. And without your hard work behind the scenes, I think none of this would have been possible. And to the participants, congratulations to all of you. You all did a very good job. I know every time we come up with a new format, new ideas, but still you guys adapt to it and give your best. Really, that is commendable. And each argument you presented reflects a depth of thought and commitment to the art of discourse. Really, you did a wonderful job. I'm getting so many texts in between. Okay, to the audience, as always, without you guys, this event would never been possible. So we appreciate you guys being here and always supporting us. And this group is running only because of your presence. And you guys were all patiently listening and maintain the decorum of this group and the VC. Thank you for being here. And lastly, I would like to carry forward the spirit of this critical thinking and meaningful dialogue. And yes, we look forward in the upcoming debates also, and we want your cooperation as well. Thank you to all of you. Yes, over to you, Fledgling and Aditi.
So much. Yes, now everything has ended. Harish, I think you should stop the recording, right?
Yeah, I will stop the recording. Before that, special announcement. This time, we will be dropping certificates directly in the group. You guys can collect it tomorrow in mid-afternoon from the channel. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you for participating in the debate. Thank you for making it memorable, although it went really little offbeat, but you guys cooperated. Like I can see still many people are here. I'm still wondering why you are here. No, I'm like really serious. Like Sorry for this, but I tried my best. Many things went beyond my hands, but I tried really, really at the end. And host cooperated with me also. Yeah, participant also cooperated with me with especially that 5 minute extra. They did not deny it. That was truly something. What if they have denied? My dignity would be shattered in just a few blinks. But it was really nice. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. Have a great night and have a great weekend. Maybe Netflix and chill. Oh, you guys do not have any single life. Well, it's fine. So have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.